I travel all over the world to preach Krishna consciousness. So today I'm in Ghana. I came to Ghana yesterday, and I'm very happy to be at your radio station today.
Oh, so you are originally from the Ivory Coast?
Yes.
You speak French?
Yes.
Tu parles français, non?
Un peu, ouais.
Why? Okay, so this is my guest right here in the studio. He is a monk. Now, when we say you are a monk,
Yes.
who really are you? What do you do?
Yeah. A monk means someone who has choose the path of renunciation in his life. In a life, we have 4 stages. When you take birth, you can go to school like this, and you can go to good school. First school is a spiritual school. It's called Gurukula. You learn how to know the difference between matter and spirit. It's at the age of 5 to till 25. And when you become mature, if you like, you can continue being a monk and a celibate, or you choose the path of being, Grihasta. And you enter the helm of get married, and you can get some children till 25 years again. And after that, the next 25 years you become Blakk Rasta. Okay, when you still have your wife and no more children. And last stage, the last 25 years, you take the life of renunciation.
Wow.
Actually, in the end of the years, we have to divide it into 4. First, 25 to learn spiritual activities. The 25 next, get married. The next 25 years, learn how to detach yourself. And the last 25 years, completely detach yourself from this world and preparing to meet your God.
Which level are you at right now?
I'm on the level of renunciation. Yes.
So the
Fourth.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So take me through that stage where you have reached. For 25 years, you never got married. You never had children.
Yeah. No. Some they get married before and they choose the path of renunciation. Some they never get married in their life. That's my case.
So in your case, you never got married?
No.
You never had a girlfriend?
No.
Never?
Yes.
Wow, that's interesting. What family were you born into?
Well, before my family were practicing traditional religion, endogenous religion in Africa. And later on, they become Catholic. Most of them, they are Catholic now. Yes.
And which one did you become? Traditional practicer, or you became a practicer of the Catholic faith?
Actually, I was a free thinker before. I didn't attend to any religion before. Before I joined ISKCON, I was never a Christian and never a Muslim, nothing. I was just following my parents doing those things, but I never belonged to any particular religion before.
Why was that?
Well, because I was having my understanding. You see, when I was young, at a young age, about 7 or 8 years old, I used to think, sometimes I look at the sky and question God. God, are you there? Why, if you are present, why so many trouble? Why you are not responding? I was questioning like that. So I was not having proper answer for my questions. So when I joined the Krishna movement, then so many questions got answered. Yes.
At what age did you decide to join the Hare Krishna movement?
Yeah, at the age of 22.
22?
Yeah.
So before 22, what was your life like? Were you smoking? Were you drinking? Did you have girlfriends?
Very good question. I asked the good luck to have a very, very strict father. Good education. So in our family, no question of girlfriend business, no question of cinema, smoking. No, never possible. Schoolhouse, like that.
So you never smoked?
No. Well, we did it before just to try, but not like a real smoker.
Okay, I understand that. I understand like that. How about drinking?
Same thing also.
Something like that?
Yeah, on Christmas Day or New Year, we try, but not really like a drinker.
I understand that too. Yeah. How about a girlfriend?
Same thing also.
Something like that? Yeah. On Christmas Day?
This is 3FM.
My guest in the studio, oh my God, is a monk, and he's called H.H Bhakti Carudesna Maharaja. Oh my God. Today we're talking about the purpose of creation. Now, when you were young, you were questioning God and asking God,
Yes.
are you there?
Yeah.
Why is it that people are suffering and you are not answering?
Yes.
Who created us?
Yes. Very good question. Amma janam timinadas jana jana shirakuja chakshumanitam tashma shibura vinama. Says I have to seek blessing from my guru before speaking. Okay. Very good question. Very essential question. Actually, the creation is very serious issue, very serious topic. No, nowadays what we understand about creation, that God created heaven and earth. That's all. But in Vedic scriptures, we have books that call the Puranas, the Vedanta Sutras, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. In those books, it explains about the cosmic manifestation, not just creation. Cosmic manifestation means it involves other planets, it involves other galaxies, it involves other universes. Not just the earth and the heaven. They're just small. There are many other planets, many other universes, many other galaxies that we don't know about it. It is recently that we knew about Saturn, Jupiter. The only thing we know is about the head planet. But beyond that, there are many other things. So, and the creation, we have two phases. The phase where God Himself intervened. Because the fundamental elements like fire, water, earth, light, these are personal property of God. Nobody can create that. God say, let be light, light manifests. Let be water, water manifests. No scientific, nobody can create those things. They are the fundamental elements. That first phase of creation is called Sarga. And there is the second phase, which is called Visarga. It consists of assembling all the elements to create forms, different forms. Okay, just like you are a big engineer, you can think how to manufacture a vehicle, how a vehicle can function. After you do that, then the employees in the factory, they can make the same sample of that same car. But before, it takes the initiative of one person to think how a vehicle can function. That first part is from God. And the second part is how to assemble and make different species of what God has created.
Wow, interesting. So God actually created, and man also created some things.
Yeah,
is that correct?
Yeah. God created, after creating the elements, He thought that, yes, let me multiply things. Okay, so He manifested another creation that is called Brahma. Then He took charge of creating, assembling all the elements, and give them form. That's why we have animals, we have trees, we have women, we have men, we have different things like that. So He put different souls in different bodies according to their karma, according to their desires.
Wow, interesting. So why did God create us? God created man, right? And God created the animals, right?
Yes.
God created light.
Yes.
No other person can create all these things apart from God.
Yes.
Why did God create man at all?
Yeah, the purpose of creating man, because we are also son of gods. We are part and parcel of God. You see, in terms of quantity, we are different from God. And in terms of quality, we have the same characteristic of God.
Oh, okay.
Sat Chit Ananda. Okay, but God is Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha means, okay, Sat means knowledge, Chit means eternity, and Ananda means bliss, and Vigraha means infinite. Our knowledge is limited. Our eternity in this material world is limited. Our joy also is also limited. But God has it in a very limited way.
Okay, I understand that.
Qualitatively speaking, we are the same as God. But in terms of quantity, we are very limited. The example is given as the ocean and the drop of water from ocean. The same quality. The drop of ocean is salty. The vast ocean itself is salty. But what can a drop of ocean do? Nothing. A small spoon can evaporate that.
Yes.
That drop.
That's true.
But the big ocean can contain boats, can do many things like that.
So indirectly, we are all small gods, right?
Well, small parts and parcel from God. Because as soon as we say small God, then our egos can start growing. We can never be God. We are part and parcel of God. Yes.
So it's God who has multiplied himself in us.
Yeah, God has different, part and parcels, and is that they are called vibinamsas, particles. So vibinamsa means we are coming from God, but different, just like the body is the whole, and we have different part of the body. Okay, but because God is Purnam, it is not cannot interpret it as material things, because from material things, if you that's removing things, that thing will disappear. But because God, He is Purnam. Even though things coming from Him, it will still remain complete. Otherwise, it cannot be God. Okay, if you subtract something from God, it still remain complete.
That's right.
So even though we come from Him, it remain complete as whole.
I understand that. Even though we are all coming from God,
yes,
God still remains the same, even if we are removed.
Exactly.
Interesting. What a powerful thing. So why did God create us at all? What's the purpose? For what?
Yes. First, He created us because originally we are all living with God as son and father. And God is the best person is independent. God is not a dictator. So He look at us, and we want our freedom. As individuals, we want freedom. So God said, well, you want freedom? I'm your father. I can give you whatever you want, everything you want. But you have that tendency to be free. Okay, you can get your free will. Okay, so let's see if, because you want your independence, I can't give you that independence. But you will remember, you will recognize me that you cannot do anything without me. So He created this material universe. Actually, we have two worlds. The material world and the spiritual world.
Okay.
So this material world is divided into three. The inferior part, people call it hell. The medium part, where we are living here.
Okay.
And the superior part, people call it
heaven.
But if you look at it very well, from scriptures like Bible, it is mentioned that the kingdom of God and the kingdom of heaven. So there is a place where God Himself says.
Okay.
For instance, it is mentioned, the Christians say that God created heaven and earth.
Yes.
So for a question to you, if someone is creating, for instance, this house of this radio station, before creating it, must exist before.
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Yes.
So before God creates heaven and earth,
where was He living?
Where was He living?
Understand that. Okay.
So that place is called spiritual world, Goluka Brindavan. But here we are sent here to try to have the sense of being God, to try to be God artificially.
So, in your opinion, heaven is still earth, right?
Heaven? Yes, heaven. There is part of the material universe, but it is superior. Just like in Ghana here, we have different areas. We have residential areas. We have places where the ambassadors, the head of state, they stay.
And the ghettos.
And we have ghettos. Yeah, I like that. So we have places, when they say heaven means big guys are staying there. The angels, the demigods, they stay there.
So it means that you and the Jehovah's Witnesses have almost the same belief in this sense that heaven is still on earth, right?
No, this earth is for us. But heaven, there are different places called heaven. It's called the moon, the sun is also heaven planet. The Swagaloka, Swagaloka, Hindraloka, different places. Siddhalokas, they are not from here. They are from different areas.
So what is heaven? Because you said it's the material earth.
Yeah. Heaven means superior. I said we have three hellish planets. We have medium, where we are staying, this is head planet, and above the head planet, we have other planets also.
Okay, so is heaven a planet?
There people live longer, they're more beautiful, They are richer than us. They are more powerful than us.
But it's still the material world.
Still material world.
So where is heaven? Is it another planet?
No. What is heaven? I'm still talking about heaven, where the angels and demigods they live. But God is above those three levels: inferior, medium, and superior. God is above. This is called the kingdom of God. This is called the spiritual world.
So where is heaven? Where the angels are? Where is it? Where can we find it?
Yeah, you can find them in the moon planet. You can find them in the sun. You can find them in the Sister Locas, different places. But here, this place is called where we live. Human beings. We are called human beings. But the angels, they are not humans. They are more powerful than human beings. That place is called heaven planets.
Have you been to heaven planet before?
You cannot just go like that. Like you go to America. But to go there, you need to have the characteristic. Before you go to America, you need visa, right? So before going to those areas, you need to have can say visa, but not paper. You need to have the characteristic, the condition.
Do you have the characteristics?
No, right now I don't have it. But we have one book. It's called Easy Journey to Other Planets. Through meditation, through yoga, one can transfer himself to that planet.
Have you transferred yourself into that planet through yoga before?
We are dealing with Krishna. See, for worshiping Krishna, we are always enjoying the facilities with God, with Krishna. So we are living in the spiritual world.
Okay.
Yes. So for us to go to the heaven planet, it is just like having a fun and come back. But it is a place called Goloka Vrindavan. When you go there, you cannot come back again. So if you're going to the heaven planets, you can go and you can come back. When your visa is expired, you must come back.
Hare Krishna consciousness, why have you chosen a life of suffering? Why are you not enjoying the good things of life? You know, good things of life,
like what?
Sexual intercourse,
yes.
Drinking alcohol,
yes.
Smoking cigarettes, going to the discotheque to dance, and also at the same time driving big cars,
yes.
and owning a lot of property, especially owning property,
yes.
Swimming pools and all that. Why?
Yes, thank you. Those things are distraction. Actually, we have from the beginning, God created one scriptures called Vedas, the Vedas. It's from the Vedas that we have all these scriptures, Quran, Bible, like that, Kabbalah. So from that, from the Vedas, Veda is called the law book, the book of how to live good life. Now people don't know what's good life. Good life means, people think that good life means I can, whatever my senses tell me, whatever desire I have, I must fulfill those desires. This is not proper life. Proper life means practice yoga. Any desires you have, and if those desires are not pure and good, it's your duty, it's our duty to stop those desires. Because if my desire to take your microphone, it not belong to me, we are going to fight. So we have to control our desire. So from the Vedas, originally, it teaches how to press the right button in this world. By not doing so, what are we observing now? Chaoses, wars, imbalances, problems everywhere. Why? Because we are not living according to what God told us to do in the beginning.
That's right.
Even though we have Bible, we have this, that, but we don't follow the instruction. Just like in this place, you have your rule and regulation on the radio here. If I come here, I don't follow, send me out.
Okay. So I'm going back to the same question. Why did God create us at all? What's the reason?
Yes, He created to try to be also God. And when we become an illusion, then we will go back to Him. That's oh, I'm sorry, Daddy, I made a mistake. Please accept me back. Okay. So by creating this material world, we come here. You see, sometimes it happens. A father can try that with his child. When you are not there, your children have the tendency to try your vehicle. But it's very dangerous. They can make accident. So what you do, you can buy a plastic car for them, and they're in the house, and they're moving. They're happy. But it's not a real car. Same thing also God do it in this material world. We're happy. We also have wife, you have children, we create things, and we think that, yes, we are powerful, we can do things without God. This is from there, the mistake started. When you say auto automobile. In French, we say automobile. Auto means that there's something that can move by itself. But when you take at it very seriously, is it true?
It's not true.
It's not true. Why do we get the tire from rubber? Why do we get the body of the car from iron, everything? So originally everything belonged to God. But we think that, yes, because I put my key in the engine and turn it and that car starts moving. But if the car is moving, if I'm not alive, the car can move? No. But still, God has the power to control everything. But the tendency to think that we can do anything without God, that's the great mistake that we are doing now in this world.
H.H Bhakti Carudesna Maharaja is his name. Yes. If I do understand you, what you are saying is that God created us. So because he's not a dictator, he decided to let us out into a material world so that we will end our coming back to him to a status that he wants us to be on.
Exactly.
My God have mercy.
This is 3FM.
So God actually created us just to put us to a certain test. He put us to test us.
Yes.
All right. So that's the purpose. How can we reach that level that God wants us to reach? And what's the highest level a man can reach?
Yeah. It is said that we really appreciate something when you lose it. Right? So, when we are now in this material world, now we are experiencing 4 things that we don't want. We are experiencing birth. We are experiencing old age. We are experiencing disease. And we are experiencing death. But when we are with God, because God is eternal, God doesn't die, God does not become sick, God does not become old, even though sometimes we draw God as very old. No, this is not like that. God is always strong and young, like that. So, but when we come here, we experience those 4 things: birth, disease, old age, and death. But when we start asking ourselves for a question, but originally we are Satchit Ananda, eternity, knowledge and bliss. But now we are experiencing different things. So now we question ourselves: why am I dying? Why I grow old? We don't like all these things. So now we start questioning ourselves. And one phrase in our books called Atato Brahma Jigyasa. Now it is time to ask ourselves the true question, real question about life. Who am I? Where am I coming from? Why does created me? What am I doing now? This is the real question of life.
Interesting.
Not getting food to eat, not sending my son to school, not get a degree, not buy a new car. This is things that naturally come. The real life means, who am I? Where do I coming from? Where is God? I cannot know him. Who created the universe? What is the origin of everything?
How can I know God?
Yes. That is the real question he wants to ask himself.
So how can I know God?
Yes. How we cannot know God? That's why we have the ISKCON temples. We have the scriptures. They say that the scriptures they are like our mother. The mother, if you are born, if you go all over Accra asking, please do you know my father? Please do you know my father? Nobody will tell you. Just ask your mother. She will tell you. So the scriptures, Bible, Quran, they are our mother. They can tell us about our creator, our God. So in our scriptures, Vedic scriptures, we practice something that is called Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga means, the term yoga means to reconnect. We were connected before, we got disconnected. Now we need to reconnect. Religion means religa in Latin, so religar, to reconnect. So now we are disconnected. We need to reconnect back to God. By doing what? By doing many things. By chanting the holy name of Krishna, of God, by following certain principles. That's why you ask why you don't like to enjoy life. You should smoke. When you drink, if you have sexual activities anyhow, and you eat anyhow, then you create in a great gap between God and you, because there is no purity.
Wow.
So we cannot have the favor, you cannot have the blessing. And you expose yourself to different things, disease, so many things coming to you. But if you try to live a good life Then you purify yourself, and gradually you will rise from material consciousness to spiritual consciousness, and at that stage you can now communicate with God. Otherwise, we are eating, we are mating, we are doing all these things. Animals also are doing the same thing. Then what is the difference between animals and human beings?
The difference is that animals cannot smoke.
Yes, they cannot smoke.
This
It's true.
is 3FM.
But we call ourselves intelligent person.
Right.
But you go take something, we call it cigarette. It is just smoke. What is? Tell me one
Benefit.
just one nutritious fact. I mean, element from smoking. What do we gain by smoking?
I think I have to invite the smokers in so that they tell us exactly what it is.
Yes.
But does sex separate you from God?
Yes, illicit sex. Actually, we have 4 principles that we follow in our Christian movements. We we don't do gambling, because we gamble. It means that you don't trust that there is controller. Oh, because Mr. What is his name, please?
Oh, Blakk Rasta.
Yes. Oh, because Mr. Blakk Rasta, he succeeded his life. He's now handling a radio station. This is because God blessed him. I will not think how to work and become like you. I will say this by accident. No, there is no accident. So by gambling, we have the tendency to think that anything happen by accident.
By chance, yes.
By
right.
chance. Okay. Now we don't take intoxication.
Okay.
Any form. Even sometimes tea we don't take. Okay. Alcohol we don't take. Why? Because when we take alcohol, you lose your sense of concentration. You may say something, may do something, but not from your own,
I understand.
understand.
Yes.
Something
yes.
is forcing you to do that.
Yes.
Okay? And we don't smoke, we don't take and we don't eat meat. Okay, now we call ourselves son of God. Son of God. In global vision, all of us we are son of God. Trees, rivers, animals also. So if you are son of God, the animals, they are our brothers and sisters. That intelligence is less. So we need to protect them. So,
How about the trees? Are they also our brothers and sisters?
of course, because God is creating, God created everything. So in that sense, we are all related. Because we take shelter from trees, no? The shadow. We take the fruit of the trees, the root them, everything from the trees, like that. So we don't do illicit sex, because when you do that, you can create unwanted children. The law is that one verse in our Bhagavad Gita is called. Krishna said there that I'm the sex life that follow the principle that follow the religious principles. If you are married, your wife, you can have children with her. That is authorized. But having sex with here and there like monkeys, the children that we make, they are not good children. They are
This
called
is
unwanted
3FM.
children. They will be source of disturbance of the society.
Okay. So we shouldn't have sex like monkeys.
Yes, and we have 4 basic principles of Dharma, of religion. Compassion, compassion. Truthness, cleanliness,
Yeah.
and what is the last one? Mercy. Compassion, truthfulness, cleanness, and austerity. These are the 4 basic things that control this world.
Hospitality.
Yeah, we can say hospitality. But those 4 basic things of that basic principle of Dharma, of religiosity, they are broken by the 4 basics for the sin. Sinful activity means you smoke, you take intoxication, you have illicit sex, you eat meat, and you take alcohol. If you follow those, you do those things, you break the 4 principles of religion, of Dharma.
Interesting.
Yes.
Now, when you eat plants, they are, you said that they are our brothers and sisters.
Sure. Yeah.
So you eat your brothers and sisters like that. Is it no karma?
Yeah. There is no karma, because while we are doing that, we offer those things, those elements to Krishna, to God Himself. It is mentioned in our verse in our Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, verse 26. There, God Himself said, "If you offer me a fruit, a leaf, a flower, some water with devotion, I will accept it." like that.
So you offer it by eating it.
Yeah, we offer. Offering means to recognize to whom everything belongs. You just like when you go meet a king. King control everything. That you can take a bag of rice. Oh, king, this is my offering to you. But the king actually can give you more than that. But just by recognizing his position, just give him something. So by doing that, say, oh God, we know that you own everything. This is my small water. Please take it, bless it for me. That's all.
And he blesses it and you take it.
Yes, take it.
So you can also bless the animal. You can take it and say, God, this is for you.
Yes.
Bless it for me to eat.
Yes, that's why there are what we should do and what you should not do. As a spiritual person, there are the don'ts and there are done. Does and don'ts. So it is strictly forbidden for us to kill animals and eat.
Strictly forbidden.
Yeah.
A war. So our purpose on earth is actually to get closer and closer to God in spirituality and move up.
Yes.
When we die, where do we go?
Good question. It depends. Just like when we go to school, when we send our children to school or ourselves when we go to school, after the final time of the school, there is what is called exam. If any student that does not pass fail the exam, will remain the same class till next year. Okay, and those who pass, they move forward to the next station until they finish completely. So, when the time of death arrive, it is actually we have different exams, but the last exam is what to do, think about when you leave our body, when you die. That is the final exam. It's mentioned in our Bhagavad Gita also, chapter 8, text 5, that whatever we think at the time of death, we will attain the form of Krishna, the nature of Krishna. And the next one says, whatever we think about at the time of death, that will determine our next life. Which means, okay, it's not that people say that, it's common saying that when somebody die, either you go to heaven or you go to hellish planets. But the question we ask, so for instance, some ladies, when they give birth, there's something called miscarriage. She's pregnant, and when she give birth, the same day, baby die. Okay, that baby
Cannot think.
Yeah, cannot think. Do you send him to hell? Or you send him to heaven planet? What has he done? Based on what we can judge that the baby. So there is something called karma and reincarnation. Many religious organizations, they don't want to accept that, but that is the stomach block for us to understand the impartiality of God. Because if you don't explain karma, then you cannot explain why two babies are born the same day from different mother, but one baby is born in a good family, and the other baby is born, even that girl, she's a young girl, student, not even know who impregnated her. Of course, the baby will going to suffer because that girl, she starts selling oranges in the street, selling pure water to take care of the baby. The father disappeared in the nature. Baby is going to suffer. So, based on what we select our parents, do you think if you have to select our parents, who is going to become poor in this world?
Nobody will become
poor. But what is pushing us to take birth in Africa, take birth in that poor family, take birth in the family where is that witchcraft? Why? We're deciding. That is called karma, our past life. And that's called the connection between karma and reincarnation.
So a poor man is actually suffering karma.
Yes, this is karma.
It means in your past life you were really bad.
Yes.
That is why you are poor.
Suffering, yes.
So should we help poor people? Should we help poor people?
Of course, we should help them to change their consciousness. Because if you give a monkey gold, monkey will still remain a monkey. So we have to learn, tell them to change their consciousness. Otherwise, if you give a poor man money, you're going to use that money to harm himself even more.
That's true. Okay, so when I'm thinking about God at the time that I die, would I become God?
No. Cannot become God. You will attain His nature. You develop the consciousness of God. Then you can enter His kingdom. You can live with Him.
We have about 5 minutes more to go, and my guest in the studio is H.H Bhakti Carudesna Maharaja. Oh my God, H.H Bhakti Carudesna Maharaja is my guest, and we're having a beautiful Why are you holding this long stick?
Yes, this stick is called danda.
Danda.
I mentioned to you earlier that we have four stages in life. The first stage, you become student, brahmachari. You learn from a guru. Okay. After that, you enter the life of marriage life. You have some children. You have a wife, some children. After that, you become detached from that family life. Then the last part of our life is that we prepare ourselves to meet God. This is it's called the order of renunciation. This danda is called staff. I mean, when you hold this one, you don't have anything to do again in this world. Your father, your mother, your brothers, sisters, only God, you know. You don't have personal belonging. Like me, I travel all over the world. Although I'm born in Ivory Coast, but Ivory Coast is past story now. The whole world is my house now.
So what you are saying is that when you hold this stick, you don't think about your mother, your father, and your brothers anymore?
We don't neglect them, but we become part of the global world. God is, our father. So the whole world become my family now.
So you don't visit your mother and father?
I do visit them. Every year I visit them. Yes. So, but I have many more father, many more mothers now.
So you are going to continue holding this stick until the end of life?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
It's not a burden to you?
No, not a burden.
Okay.
We are used to it.
What is the stick made from?
Yeah, it's made from bamboo.
Bamboo,
but it's not made it's made in India with some mantras. Yes, you don't just do it like anyhow. It's not ordinary bamboo.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if somebody takes this one away from you or steals it from you, what happens?
Nothing will happen. That person will not know the use of it. I can make another one, no problem. Actually, all in the danda, it indicates what you're supposed to do. The real sannyas means what is in your consciousness. So without danda, I can still behave as supposed to be. But the danda just to show the external world that yes, this person has chosen this part of life. Yes.
And why are you wearing this color of robe? I see some people wearing white,
yes,
and yours is of a different color.
Yes, just like my brother coming from South Africa. He also very soon is going to have the same danda like me.
Wow.
Brother Jabasi from South Africa. So those who wear white, they are married. So in our ISKCON, we have two type of disciples, devotees. Those who wear white, they are married.
Also, those wearing white are married. They have families.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But those who wear the saffron color, they don't marry. Yeah. But it depends. Sometimes also in the beginning, some wear yellow, some wear saffron. After some time, they decide. But when you hold this one, there's no question of deciding again. When you hold this one, it's final.
It's ended. No wife for you. It's finished.
Finished.
Are you permitted to masturbate?
No, masturbate. No, this is illegal. No?
Illegal.
Yeah. It's another form of sex life.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Are you holier than those who are in white?
No, not necessarily. No. Everything is from the heart. Actually, by taking this order, because we have some little advantage. As I told you, when I was born, my family was very strict. No girlfriend or anything. So I was used to that. So when I joined ISKCON, I said, okay, let me continue. So it doesn't mean that I'm superior to those who are married. Yeah. But I have more advantage to travel more and preach more. That's all.
Tell me about your family. Is your father happy about what you're doing? Is your mother happy? Were they happy? Maybe they are not alive
anymore.
In the
beginning, they were not happy. But now they are very happy. Why? Because they see my character. They see me traveling everywhere. When I go to them, when we speak, compared to my other brothers and sisters, they know that they're different. Even though they don't really understand what I'm doing, but they know that. But through my character, how do you judge a tree?
By the fruits.
Yes, by the fruit.
Yes.
So they don't know what I'm doing, but from my behavior, my character, they know that yes, what our son is doing is something good. Because I keep my life clean, they know yes, it's.
Has your mother been worried that you may not have children, so that she would have grandchildren?
Yes, I've been worried. Some years back, But now she's trying to understand.
When people of Hare Krishna faith die, do you cry? When your family members die, do you cry, or you are happy that they are going into another world?
Okay, we don't jubilate that you're happy, but we don't cry also because anyway we know that the real person, the soul has exits to the body. The body is like a vehicle. So at a certain point, when the vehicle is no more in good condition, the passenger or the driver quit that house, that vehicle, and the vehicle is taken to garage, and the driver continue. So dying is not the end. Taking birth also is not the beginning. We are being died. It is something called cycle of birth, disease, old age, and death. So that's why the purpose of God created the heart is for us to stop this business, taking birth, getting old, having some diseases, and dying. And if you fail your exam, again, you repeat it again.
I see.
It's called samsara. So by practicing yoga, by practicing spiritual life, you must finish that business and go to a place where there is eternity.
H.H. Bhakti Carudesna Maharaja. Do you know what you were in the past life?
Well, not in details. We don't really try to learn that because it's not really necessary. But there is a science called the method of regression. We can just go back to your life and know why you were before, but it is not really necessary.
Have you tried it before? Have you checked it?
No.
So you don't know what you were?
It is possible, but I didn't try it.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, so I want to thank you so much for coming, and I do appreciate you. Today we've been talking about creation and the purpose of creation. I want to say thank you so much. I do appreciate you. But if you have any other thing you want to add, please go ahead and say it before we close the show.
Yeah, thank you very much for inviting us. And what I will say that this kind of programs should be continue more and more, because the people must get knowledge about what is right, what is good life, and what is bad life. Because the more we know about spirituality, the more the society will be peaceful and harmony. Okay, because without that, then as I said in the beginning, God created the scriptures that's called the Vedas. From the Vedas originally, how we supposed to live is mentioned there. But as soon as we start neglecting the Vedas, then start living anyhow. This is that time diseases come. This trouble, that trouble comes, and we start become frustrated, and that war, and cannot handle it again.
Interesting.
You see, so by this kind of programs, it's very good for people to get knowledge and try to transform their life positively.
Thank you so much. But why have you decided to change your name? I know that this is not your original name.
Yes,
the name that your father gave you wasn't H.H. Bhakti Carudesna Maharaja.
Yes.
These are like Indian names.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you Jula? Are you Baule?
Yeah. My tribe is from Ivory Coast. I'm Baule.
Baule, okay.
Baule. Yeah. So those names are called initiation name. Initiation name means when you follow some principle to a certain period of time, 6 months, 1 year, then you take initiation. So that initiation, the name you give, the guru give you, that is like that name is represents you.
Okay.
Your activities, your character, everything is in that name. So name is
so the name your guru gives you is better than the name your father gives you.
Not better, but because we have chosen. See, we have two type of life. We have material life. So our material father can give you that name. And when you choose the part of spirituality, then your guru, your second father can give you a name that can help you to attain perfection.
Is your father still alive?
Yes.
So when he misses you, how does he call you?
The name he gave me.
What name is it?
My Kwadjo Adolf.
This is 3FM.
Yes, of course.
This is
He's my
3FM.
father. I'm his son. He doesn't know that I'm called Bhakti. He doesn't know that.
So he calls you Kojo Adolf.
This is 3FM.
Your mother also calls you the same way, right?
Same way, you know.
He doesn't know. He doesn't care whether you are Bhakti.
Yes.
Well, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I do appreciate you, H.H Bhakti Carudesna Maharaja.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
I'm happy.
It's our
I'm
pleasure.
happy.
Our pleasure.
Yes. And which way? So my guest has been H.H Bhakti Carudesna Maharaja. His father calls him Kojo Adolf. And I want to say thank you so much. I do appreciate you.
Hare Krishna.
This is 3FM.
Krishna, Krishna.